And now we are very lucky to have our guest on the telephone. I don't even know where from. I think from Sydney. I'll say Sydney. We'll find out just now. We got Julia Eppingstall, and we're going to be talking to her about this lovely song that she's written to raise some funds for awareness of stroke victims. Hi, Jules. How you going, mate?
Hey, good, thank you. How are you guys?
Excellente. Now, where are you? Are you in Sydney?
I am in Sydney. You were right. I'm in Western Sydney in good old Blacktown. So yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, so whereabouts? So you lived in Sydney all your life?
No, I moved up to Sydney. I moved to Newcastle from Melbourne first with my work, and then I moved down to Sydney to be closer to my boyfriend and my family. So my parents are still down in Melbourne, and I do miss them greatly.
now, tell us a story behind your song, because you wrote it for your parents for a present.
Yes, I wrote the song for my parents. You know, the whole song's about my parents, obviously, the title being Thank You. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I wanted to give the song to my dad for his 60th birthday.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, you know, would I give Mum for her 60th birthday? I've written this song for Dad. And then I asked Mum what she wanted, and, they're looking to downsize, and Mum's always such a generous person, and she said to me, you know, Jules, I don't want anything materialistic. I just want my kids and my family to be happy. And I went,
my mum always used to say, my mum would say, all I want is a bit of peace and quiet.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, I digress.
I think that's what she meant, but so yeah, I thought, well, you know, I know Mum lost her mum or my dad to a stroke, and it was really tough for everyone in the family. You know, my grandma just meant so much to everyone, and we are such a close family anyway. So, and then also my cousin, he also suffered from a stroke, and he is on the road to recovery. But you know, the impact is it's huge, and so I wanted to know, you know, if I could donate money to a charity, or if I could give something back, what would it be? And of course, you know, she said stroke, and so I thought, well, how about, you know, with 100% of proceeds of this song going towards the Stroke Foundation, and that's, you know, not only until her birthday, that will be going on and on. So I hope that, you know, this song can really give back, you know, to my family, but also to everyone out there, because I know a lot of people suffer from this, you know, loss or, you know. Yeah.
Now, I mean, it's even worse. I mean, if it can be worse, that some people get just so totally debilitated. If they're not killed by it, they can be their life can be just ruined. And
that's it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and if you just can't, if you can get a stroke victim within the first, I think it's the first 12 hours or after the stroke, if you can get treatment to them, it makes it a lot easier than if you let it go for too long. And those people who live on their own, it must be, you know, that's where a lot of these problems become even worse. So,
of course, and I think also, you know, a lot of people aren't necessarily aware of what's happening. You know, and that's another thing that I know the Stroke Foundation are really looking to encourage, is obviously promoting awareness and signs and symptoms and all that. As I said, you know, it is a really common thing, yet not many people know enough about it, and to know that if they're suffering from a stroke, or if they see someone, do they recognise what that is, or you know, I figure if I can give back in some way to, as I said, my family, but also to everyone, then I would love to do that.
Now, with this song, Thank You, it was a collaboration with Alkira, is that right? No?
Oh, well, yes. Jeremy Drakeford from Alkira, he has been a long-standing friend. He's produced, you know, all of my instrumentals. He's given my songs life. I sort of come up to him with the basic 4 chords, if that, and then he does something phenomenal with them every single time. So, you know, I always want to support him and promote him, because he's helped me, and, you know, he's made my dreams possible, and he's made these things possible for me. So yeah, it was definitely half and half effort, and he invests so much time into everything that he does. So it's so good to have someone close, a close friend, to be able to look after you, and it also means a lot to me and my family as well, because it was close to begin with. Yeah.
Now, you as a musician, how long have you been in the game, so to speak?
Well, I had a video of me singing the Home and Away theme song when I was about 3 years old. So I've always been loud and I've always been singing, but I dabbled in voice lessons at school, but it was primarily just my love of singing. Found that if I could harness any sort of musical talent and combine it with my writing, then that would be a real benefit. And it has worked. I've come to meet a lot of people who have helped me out along the way, and that's how I've grown as a musician. You know, from the very beginning, it's been the people that have come into my life that have helped me grow, taught me new things, pushed me out of my comfort zone and inspired me as well. So, yeah, I haven't really done too much on a professional level. This is my first EP. This is my very first single, and this is my very first ever radio interview, actually.
Oh, you're kidding? Oh, well, you're doing a great job. And we'll be gentle with you.
Right about now, 2014 is the year.
Oh, that's it. That's fantastic. Now, tell us about how you're putting this out there. You've got some social networking happening with all this?
Yeah, so at the moment I'm still sort of talking with the Stroke Foundation and working out some of the formalities and stuff of really getting this out there. But for now, I mean, I just would love for people to... I've got a Facebook, I've got a Twitter, I've got a YouTube, I've got a SoundCloud, which I've got all of my covers on as well. So, and I do try to update them regularly. If I can get the links out there and ask that people can follow and continue or start this journey with me from now, that'll be the best thing.
Now, is this the first song you've written for your folks?
Yes, it is. It's actually, it's inspired. They have done so much for me, as parents say that it's their job to do, but they don't realise how much, they've meant to me. They've had to go through some hard times with me. I've had eczema my whole life, since I was 7. So, they haven't just had to look after an easy child. I certainly was a medical drama myself, but, so they really do deserve more thanks than even this song can give them.
Well, I think you're a good daughter. You're very good. And you should be very proud of yourself for getting this all together and putting it out there with all good intentions. So you can download or you can purchase a song at JulzMusic.
Yes.
Okay, so that's where you can get in contact with you.
My Twitter, and it's at JulzMusic, so that's JULZ Music, and that's the same as my YouTube is JulzMusic. My Facebook, just to be difficult for everyone, is actually my full name. So it's Julia Eppingstall. I know that's a nightmare, but if you try to find me through any of those networks, especially through Mama J, you will definitely be able to track me down. It's not for sale yet, but as I said, it will be very, very shortly, and I'd love to get people on board from the very beginning.
Good on you, mate. So we're going to get into your song now, and this one is called Thank You. It was written by Julia Eppingstall, and if you can get involved and track it down over the next few weeks and make sure you can download it and donate a little bit to a very worthy cause. And thank you very much for joining us here on The Highway Home.
Thanks.
Has a way of saying to you, I appreciate all that you do. Now I know I wouldn't be so strong had you not